Okay, so what I've got here is one of my favourite tools. Ignore the brand, Ryobi, but this is a little hand cultivator. Now, because I've got arthritis in the wrists, using one of these to dig up a bed gets a little bit painful. So my lovely daughter bought me this for my birthday, I think it was, and it works really well. It's easy to clean. You just undo that, these pop off, and you can get all the tangled stuff that gets in there out. And it's got a standard Ryobi battery, and it seems to keep charged for a while. So I'm just about to put some beetroot in here. As you can see, it's part shade. Just slow the beetroot down a little bit, but it gets a full afternoon sun from over there. So let's just dig this manure and compost and stuff in and see how it goes. I can see that's coming out nicely. I'm going to get the fingers stuck in there. Okay, so you can do it very shallow across the top if you just want to dig something in, or you can keep going down with it and keep digging quite deep if you want. I've had my curry leaf tree over here invading it. Lots and lots of seeds. They can be quite weed-like and fine roots, so I'm trying to get those out. So I'll finish this off and I'll get my, what have we got here? Ring beetroot and some Detroit, and down there I've got some bull's blood which I've already put in. So on with the digger. I actually spent a fortune on those little tiller push along. Hello, Rufus. Those tiller push along cultivators you can buy off lots of places, Big Boys Toys. You can get them from eBay. I think Bunnings do one as well, but it's a bit hard to find. And they worked for a little while, but they broke down. Even the Ryobi one broke down fairly quickly. And now that I'm doing everything in these raised beds, there's no real need for them anymore. So I've got a cheap Chinese one and a Ryobi one sitting in my shed. Neither one work. So I'll probably put them out on the verge at some point to see if anyone wants to fix them. Okay, welcome to my shed. It's a mess like most of my other place. But the reason I came in here is to show you my Ryobi. And also the other one. Now, you'll notice, starter thing is not there. That's because it broke. And guess what? You cannot buy a replacement for it. So much for name brands. Anyway, you can start it with an electric drill, but I can't be bothered. So that one's kaput. And over here, hidden in there behind my ancient table, is the other one. Ran nicely for a couple of years and became harder and harder to start, so I eventually just gave up, bought the Ryobi, that broke down, and now I've given up on them altogether. Now, one of the interesting things in the shed, apart from the stack of furniture I've never got around to restoring, is I had the same guys who produced or put in the retaining wall that my large raised beds are on, make the shed. And yeah, they did it nice and cheap. But if you look here, there we go. They put all the screws through in the low channels, not the high bits, which means it leaks. Again, you get what you pay for, but as I said, these guys are really, really cheap. I think there were a couple of Lithuanian students just doing a bit of gardening work while they were over here. Really nice guys, but not really that good at what they said they were doing. Okay, let's get out of here. Right, there's my garden bed. All dug up, peas and beetroot, and a few cauliflowers up the end there are in. Hopefully that'll all be good. This is another one of the mistakes, by the way. Same guys who did the shed and my retaining wall popped this in for me. And it's okay, nothing really wrong with the bed, but its position with all of the trees around it and its size is wrong. You can see it's about, I don't know, 4 foot wide, maybe 5 foot wide, quite long. And it's basically just too wide. To get to anything in the middle, you have to climb onto the bed, stand there, and that compresses the soil, which is not good. The neighbour's trees, which we can see up here, also shaded quite badly, as do some of my trees, like my not very good nectarine tree, which I'm going to prune right back to being small. So, problem here, bed is too large, too wide, doesn't matter if it's long, and not in the best position. I would have been better doing more trees along here and less trees elsewhere in the garden so I get sun. Okay, that's it from me. Farewell on this really nice autumn day in Perth, Western Australia. My rambling, grumbling video for today is done. So enjoy life. I'll see you in the garden.